Hello YouTube, Tom Stepien here. Um, I returned from East Liverpool. Um, when was that? I think it was June 18th. Yeah, June 18th. And then after that, I had a week of Boy Scout camp. Now I'm back from that. After I haven't made a video in 3 weeks. Sorry. Hopefully I'll be able to get this video uploaded because for some reason I did make another video like this one. This is basically take two. The first video I tried to upload, that was before I went to camp, but I tried to upload it, but then I let it sit there for 4 hours, came back, and it still said 2%, 6,000 something minutes. So I just canceled. So I hope I can get it to upload. If I can't, well then just I don't know if I'm be able to make any videos. Um, I'm back, and I'm going to show you my entire collection. Here is the 511, the 512, here's the 516 I got back, Santronic 7 I got back, my D50, my 1CR, the Omega I got back, Classic 3, it has new trim, Goodwill Find Tradition, Other Tradition, Goodwill Find Heritage, Other Heritage, Heritage 2 Legend, and Legend 2. Here's the Heritage 2 I'm going to be sending to Terry. Whoops, I got the Centria 2 in the video. Whatever. Um, Here is the Heritage 2 I'm sending to Terry. It's a little mix match. It has a Legend 2 cloth bag and a G3 cord. But that's because the Heritage 2 cord that was already on it was very badly damaged. I mean, it wasn't damaged. It wasn't bad, but the part of it was like literally ripped off. So, and it was missing a pass. And I decided to keep the Heritage shoe bag on my Legend, so this bag's good enough. And it has blue wheels on the back because its original wheels are broken. And it's coming along with this black zip brush Terry. I would like you to send me the two Kirby's, and then when they're sent and arrive, then I'll send the Heritage 2. This is what my parents want me to do. Here's my unoperable Spic Span. Here's my Rexair, Hoover Portable, Hoover Elite. And then here's the 883, the Dirt Devil Ultra, and then this is the 994 that I got from East Liverpool from Grandpa. The 994. The 994, it works really good. It's a little loud. I think it has a 6-blade fan. I'm not sure. It's louder than this one. The 4000 is back at Grandpa's house. The 519 and the spray painted Tradition are also back at his house. Grandpa's gonna take the 519 to Phil and see if Phil wants it for parts, because the 519 cannot be fixed. I don't want to bother spending money on it. It was waste to have, so I don't think the Kirby rebuild program could even bring it back to working condition. I put the original bag on here because I missed its original look. So the bag is now on there, on that Heritage 2. And if you see this G3 here, this is not mine. I'm not keeping it. This belongs to my mom's supervisor. Her G3, when she first, like, this is the fan that was in it. Look how bad that is. I mean, the fan was so busted up. She said she had not been using it for about 6 months. And that's a bit too long to not use a Kirby. She had a little temporary Dirt Devil. It was one of those Dirt Devil stick vacs that she bought at like Target or something for, I don't know, $50. She said it was just temporary. She was going to send it to the service center, but she knew that would cost a lot. So we were there at her granddaughter's graduation party, and some, like, her grandchildren or whatever, like, I don't know, some children let me into their basement, and I see this thing sitting there in the corner of the back room in the basement. It was so dusty, and just, it looked really old and unused. So I told her I'd fix it. I checked the fan, and I was pretty surprised how bad it was. So I brought it back. I put a new plastic fan in there, and I actually added some missing attachments to the attachment caddy. And I bought her a zip brush. So now hers is, and I polished it up, put in, yeah, everything. It's ready to go. Here's a Heritage 2 zip brush and a turbo brush I got from Phil. I didn't get any more vacuums from him. All these vacuums I brought back I've already had for quite a while. Let's see. By the way, good news. I finally got the center, what was it? There was a metal fan in the Omega. I took that out, and I finally got this thing opened up, and I put a metal fan in the D50. So now the D50 sounds original, which I might do in a second. And the Heritage from Goodwill, I decided to put that modified metal fan in here for now, until I get a G series, my own G series. Then I'll put the plastic fan back in here and put the metal fan in that G series. So this is just temporary. This is pretty permanent. I'm going to turn on 3 of these Kirby's. I'll turn on the 516, the Sanitronic 7, and the D50 so you can hear that metal fan. I don't want this video to be too long because then it'll take longer to upload. And it's a pain in the butt to upload a really long video because it takes forever. Like, it's like you feel like it'll never upload. I'll do the 516 first. Okay, I'll get the hose after I use the nozzle. I'll set that on the floor. Alright, here's the 516. Now there's a little bit of bearing noise, but I'm not really too concerned with that. It works pretty good. Let me put the hose in there. This black hose works with the 516 up through the Tradition. Although I have a hose for the Traditions. It has its metal fan, the original metal fan. I really like this cord. It's gray and it has a red tip. Plus it's super rare, which is pretty cool. Now the 562 had this same cord, only instead of it being red and gray, it was tan and white. Like the ends were white and the gray part was tan. Which seems like an interesting combination there. I've seen pictures. If I ever find 561 or... No, 562, that's what it was. Oh, there's my dad. My dad's coming downstairs because he has to do the laundry. There he is. Next, Sanitronic 7. Now, the Sanitronic 7 looks okay, and it is okay, but the problem is, it is it works, it picks up good, but it's really loud. When I first got it, it looked really bad. It looks much better than it did before, but and it still makes a weird noise. I don't know why. Before I had a broken metal fan, but I put a newer fan in there, so now I don't have to worry. But it still makes a weird noise. It still sounds weird. And it came with a red button for some reason. And this bag is probably an aftermarket. Now, it does sound bad, but it sounds better than before. Listen. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what that's all about, but I mean, it picks up good. That's all that matters. I'm gonna put the hose on. Here's the new fan. The motor's probably sticky and kind of stiff. Maybe that's it. I don't know. See, I don't like to run it too long because I'm afraid, like, if the motor will get stuck. By the way, this cord came from this one. I found an original cord for it. The original cord that came with this machine when I first got it a year and a half ago, it was so shredded up, and like the entire cord was shredded up into millions of strips. Like it could hardly make out as a cord. The only thing you could see as a cord was both of the ends, but it was so shredded up that you couldn't tell what it was. So I just went, okay, this cord definitely is not going to work. So I just decided to it didn't have a cord for a long time, but now it has a cord again. Here's the D50. Now, I've had the D50 here the whole time. I put a metal fan in there. I want you to hear it. Here it is. There's the metal fan. Now the spindle's kind of rusty, but it doesn't matter. It still works. Come on. Oh, and the original sticker's on the back. Magic Finger Belt Lifter by Kirby. That's what it says. Ah. Come on. The darn thing. Alright. Now, take a listen. This thing sounds original now. Although, sometimes it'll slow down a little, probably because it hasn't had a metal fan in there a long time. So basically the machine has to get used to a metal fan again. There we go. Now the hose. The Omega might do actually, no. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'll do the Omega in another video. Oh, come on. The belt lifter on the D50 is really hard to turn. I might have to squeak that out a little. Use some squeak. Put some oil on there. Yep, if you hear the winding down, you can tell it's original. You can tell. Like, just the winding down. Yeah. Now I realized that this belt lifter that's on the D50 right now actually isn't original. The original D50 belt lifter said dual Sanitronic on it. This one's a newer belt lifter with a leather pattern that says Kirby. And also, the other thing not original with this machine is the bag and the cord. This has a Omega colored cord, and the bag, the original bag looked like that bag over, let me zoom in. Looked like that bag right there, only it was tan. It looked like that bag. That's what a D50 bag looked like, original. Anyway. I really would like to get a G-Series. I'm dying for one. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't get one soon. I just feel like a G-Series will make this collection more complete. But the Century 2, sadly, isn't mine, so... And the G3 here belongs to my mom's supervisor. Anyway, thanks for watching.